Hi everyone. I just wanted to give you some explanation for your assignment 8 um, that it's going to be due on Sunday by 11:59 as all of our assignments are due. So what I'm asking for you is to design a table of specifications, okay? And within chapter 7, they discuss what a table of specifications is and how it's a teacher designed strategy table based on certain objectives. So what I'm asking for you is to design 3 learning objectives. You're going to be able to find resources for designing learning objectives on page 194 of your book. So think of the learning objectives that you would want to address and make sure that you read how to construct them in a way that they are going to be measurable. So the objectives need to be measurable. That's very important. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take 3 learning objectives right here. 1, 2, 3. This is your table. Then for each learning objective, you are going to create 2 learning activities. Okay, so here's learning objective 1. Here's the first learning activity and the second learning activity. You are going to find on page 202 resources on developing learning experiences and learning activities. You want to make sure that your learning activities are addressing the objective that you have developed. Okay, so make sure it's keeping that same thread for the objective. So if you want to measure on-task behavior by sitting in a seat, your learning activity is not going to have to do with fine motor skills because that is not along the same lines. Okay, so 2 learning activities for each of your objectives, and then you're going to have 2 correctives. Okay, so you can find resources on designing correctives and designing enrichment activities on page 204, 205, and 206. Okay, they discuss how you're going to help remediate kids that are having issues and then help push kids further that are excelling. That would be your enrichment. So for each objective, you're going to have 2 learning activities, you're going to have 2 correctives, and 2 enrichment activities. For the enrichment activities, it's important that you examine Webb's depth of knowledge. This is on page 198. It uses keywords to help push kids beyond their, to be able to express their full potential of learning. So for enrichment, when kids are already mastering what you want them to, this is how you push them a little further, okay? So in total, you're going to have 6 activities for each of your learning objectives. Okay, this is your table of specifications. I want your tables to look like this, so they're clearly lined out. We know what your objectives are, and we know what your learning activities and your correctives and your enrichment activities are. So you're going to create that in a Word document, and you're going to upload it onto the discussion board, and you're going to reply to at least one of your colleagues using the dialogue toolkit, and you should find out some really cool activities. And really, if you're in the field in some capacity, you could use a chart like this. You know, you can make it for one of your students. Just make sure that you don't have any identifying names or any kind of identifying features, because that would work against the FERPA laws of confidentiality. But definitely make this activity so it's useful to you. And have fun with it. With the enrichment activities, you can push kids pretty far and see how far that they'll go beyond, you know, the potential that you had assumed. So good luck, and contact me if you have any issues.